This is part 2 of our discussion of 3D and 3D televisions. Probably my biggest problem with 3D TVs in general, besides the obvious price problem, the TVs are about $3,000. Some of them are going to run more, some will run a little less. Blu-ray players are about between $300 and $400. Some are a little bit cheaper, but for a good high quality one, you're going to spend $300 to $400. And that the glasses themselves for 2 pairs in a movie is $350. But honestly, my biggest problem is this. There's a couple things. One is that you can only buy the Blu-ray movies that are currently available, which right now I think is just Monsters vs. Aliens. I think a few more are coming a little later. But right now, you can only get them by buying a fairly expensive 3D package that actually includes usually 2 pairs of glasses and then the movie. The Samsung 3D starter kit, the SSG P2100T, is $349 on Amazon. That's pretty expensive for 2 glasses and 1 movie, and unfortunately you can't buy the movie on your own. Also, the other problem, of course, is that there's just 1 movie. I remember when I first got Blu-ray, myself and my wife must have watched Night at the Museum, our first Blu-ray disc, about a dozen times, which, you know, the movie isn't that bad, but holy crap, watching it a dozen times is a bit grating. With the fact that this isn't totally taking off just yet, looks like people are going to be watching Monsters vs. Aliens quite a bit. If you have kids, that's probably not a big deal. You're probably already watching it a lot. Even more annoying is the HDMI 1.4, the new standard there. As somebody who is constantly having to rebuy all this stuff, it's incredibly frustrating. Now, not only do I have to buy a new TV, I either have to buy a new Blu-ray player or upgrade my PlayStation 3 to HDMI 1.4. I also have to buy a new receiver that is HDMI 1.4 compatible, and of course need to buy glasses. For a lot of people, I mean, this is definitely going to be, particularly in the beginning, something for people with a little more money. That's definitely not going to be for the common consumer. It's probably something that'll go down in price over the next couple of years. I mean, Blu-rays, the players were about $1,000 just a couple of years ago, and now you can get them for almost $100. So it's something that right now for early adopters, it's going to be for early adopters with money. So in conclusion, all I have to say really is 3D is awesome. The TV looks great, works great. It's a very effective design, very sleek, very cool. I wish there were more movies. It's a shame there aren't. Honestly, I'm more excited about what's going to happen with 3D projectors. I'm a projector guy. I love my 1080p projector. I really, really want to see what a 3D 1080p projector will look like, how much it's going to cost. I think that's going to be the big selling point for me is how that looks. And I'll hopefully try to get a review of that up whenever one is available. Honestly, I hope this crushes theaters. The theatrical experience for me is dead. It's just a noisy, loud experience full of people who are just chatting and talking, and you know what? I like to be able to pause the movie when I got to go to the bathroom. To be honest, I would build an IMAX theater in my house if I could. That would be a great selling point for the house. You know, it's a 3-bedroom house, 1.5 bath with a outdoor deck and an IMAX theater in the living room. Obviously, that's not possible, but if it were, I'd definitely look into it. But in the meantime, I'm definitely going to be looking into 3D. Hopefully, with this 3D coming home, the theatrical experience will either become something that's cheaper, or the theaters will have to learn how to evolve into something better. But as it stands right now, 3D at home is absolutely fantastic, and it comes highly recommended by DVDFuture Blu-Radar.